Despite what's going on in the world right now, there has never been a better time to launch an online program or online offer. There are more opportunities right now than ever before. People are learning in a whole new different way. The way that they absorb content and learn and grow is completely different. You may have heard before that there are more millionaires made in a recession than any other time, because there's opportunities that come to the surface and make it so clear where the void is that needs to be filled to help people, that people are stepping up to those opportunities. Now there's two choices. There's negative things happening. It's a horrible time for some people, and I understand that there are people out there suffering. But at the same time, there is an opportunity for you to step up and launch an online program and make the most of this time to help those people who need to be helped more than ever before. Maybe it's one-on-one coaching via Zoom, or audio programs, or a membership recurring program where you get to serve people every single month. Whatever it is that you're thinking about launching, now is a great time to do that. Not only are people learning in a different way, they're buying in a different way. Think about how you're doing things differently. During lockdown, I found for myself, I had hired a whole lot of people to help me out, and I learned that I am way more self-sufficient than I realized, and there are much more efficient ways to get people who are skilled to help me. To give you an example, during lockdown, I actually lost weight, which was a shock because I was still eating chocolate every single day. But because we were forced to be inside, I was actually more proactive in exercising. And just the exercising alone helped me lose weight. I was shocked when I jumped on the scales. Now, before lockdown, I had someone come to my house 2 days a week for yoga. I would go and get a massage every week. I had someone who was cooking meals for us and cleaning the house. But on lockdown, I realized that I was coping just fine without all that help. Now, I'm all for delegating, don't get me wrong, but I learned to be so much more self-sufficient. What I did do was I reached out to my personal trainer, and instead of coming to me in person, I got her to make me a program that was customized for me with the equipment that I have in my garage and the skill set that I have to do on my own. So she wrote me a program that was fully custom, helped me get results, and at the same time, I was learning to push myself instead of relying on other people. It made me so much more independent. Now, the purpose of telling you this is in lockdown, my way of thinking completely shifted because I was forced to shift my thinking. Same goes with your potential audience. Now, whether you've launched a program and you're looking to create a new one, maybe you're in a pivot situation in your business, or maybe you're launching your first program ever for the first time. No matter what your industry, I'm about to do a series of videos that will help you make sure that your message is right, that your offer is right, and how you can really take advantage of these times. To give you some examples, one of my friends, she has her physio do one-on-one sessions via Zoom instead of in person. She doesn't have to drive there, it's efficient, she's learning to actually do things herself on her own body, whereas when you go and get somebody else to do it, they're doing it for you. My yoga trainer was actually taking classes online and showing groups of people instead of one-on-one. So she was able to reach a wider audience, therefore it's more scalable for her business. People who are doing retreats or maybe in-person events are now creating online virtual events, which means there's no costs and all those overheads that you would have for a physical event. There's no travel time. You can reach a broader audience because people don't have to fly in and leave their children. Our neuro pathways are actually changing because we're forced to do things a different way. It's like if you were to brush your teeth with your left hand when you're right-handed for a long period of time. It starts to actually change those neuro pathways. And right now, it's a time where people aren't just buying things that they want. They're buying things that they need really badly. And if you're holding back launching that thing, take a look around you. There are people who need it now more than ever. They need you, and they need your message that only you can deliver in the way that you do. We know that the one thing that remains certain is change. That's always going to happen. And as the recent times have shown us, sometimes very abruptly and in a major, major way. But when you stop and look for the opportunities, this could be your time to do that thing that you've always wanted to do with your life, to turn your passion into profits, It's your opportunity to take a look at your life, see if you're living the lifestyle that you really want, if your heart is completely fulfilled, and make that pivot in your life and launch that program, that course, that group coaching, whatever it is that you want to do for your desired industry. So don't keep your audience waiting any longer. Take that step, launch that program, and check out the rest of this free video series where I'll be teaching you more about launching your program.